Hey YouTube, it's me. Just a response to the viewers of my last video. I know a lot of you thought it was funny, but for everyone else, I mean, I don't understand how people can even be offended by YouTube videos. It doesn't make sense to me because you always have that option of clicking out of the video, which, I mean, after you click out of it, I don't care. You already watched a long enough portion of it to give me views anyways and make my dreams be fulfilled of working for YouTube. CEO members listen to me. Yeah, I'd love to get paid by YouTube, and I'd really like a Mac too for anyone else who wants to buy me something. Anyways, if you get offended by a video, I mean, you just need to talk to yourself, like one of those fucking schizophrenics in a corner. Just be like, why am I getting offended by this video? Why do I get drunk every day? Why do I beat my wife and 3 kids and then call my mom and cry about it? Just a few things you should think about. I call you people temporary bitchers. You just have this huge little hissy fit. You get pissed off at something, and then you're over it in like 24 hours. But anyways, on a lighter note, I just wanted to bring up the topic of politics because, the election is like a month or 2 away, November 4th, and everyone on Facebook is just fighting over shit. Everyone's like, oh, Obama, or oh, Mitt Romney. And it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, having a political discussion is like jogging at an intersection in place. Like, God is telling you, dude, stop, back the fuck up. You need to stop jogging, He's telling you not to do anything, and when you proceed to continue to jog in place, you know what you're doing? You're saying, fuck you, God, like, I'm not going to listen to you. And that's pretty much the same thing you're doing when you have a political discussion, because at the end of it, you're really not changing anyone's mind. It's not like the minute you open your goddamn mouth, you're like having this some sort of insightful, like, brilliance coming out of you that's going to change everyone's mind and make them believe the same thing you do. So for everyone who does think that, fuck you. And with that in mind, I would like to introduce the title of my new video. It is called The Fourth Reich. Well, my Fourth Reich. It is what I believe Hitler has yet to complete. Even though he's dead, I feel like I should take on what he has yet to finish. And in my Fourth Reich, there are 4 very important things that need to go. Okay, one being Crocs. I'll get to why later. Skinny jeans, gingers, and those fucking Jesus sandals that I can't stand. I mean, Crocs are just bullshit. I don't understand. Because the first time I saw Crocs, it was on this, 400-pound 8-year-old. And he was running around, and when I mean running, I mean walking at a fast pace in a supermarket looking for his goddamn fruit roll-ups. He was, running around, and he had these little things on his Crocs that were like a football and a soccer, and they were like those little pendant things, but plastic, so they looked cool, and he thought he was cool. But really, when people wear Crocs, it's just like, dude, you are a fat kid. You are a fat kid. And that's what you are. And it's kind of embarrassing that you would want to wear something that's like a mixture between a fucking slipper and those things that scuba divers wear, like all into one in public. Like, you're stupid. You're fucking stupid. Skinny jeans are number 2 that are going away in my Fourth Reich. It's not really skinny jeans for everyone. I feel like women, go ahead and wear skinny jeans. There's nothing wrong with that, I don't think. I mean, they wear leggings anyways, it's not that big of a deal. Guys wearing skinny jeans, not that fond of, I've never worn skinny jeans, but I don't know how I feel about my nutsack being separated to each side of my leg, There's nothing flattering about that. There's like, hey, there's your testicle. You have to look 3 feet right. Hey, there's your other testicle. It's not very nice to do. Especially to people. Skinny jeans are just a no-go. I mean, it's frustrating to me to have to explain why skinny jeans are a no-go, because I think it would be it's just common sense. I mean, with a country such as America that's facing an obesity epidemic, we seem to have the fattest skinny jeans going on, and they're clashing. It's just gross. I don't even know why I have to introduce doing away with gingers as part of my Fourth Reich. I feel like it should have been done already. I mean, I could go on and on about the negatives about gingers. I can only think of one positive thing about being around a ginger, and it's because regardless, you are the most attractive person. Like, if you're in a room full of gingers, then hallelujah, you're like God, okay? Gingers are just gross. They have pale-ass freckly skin. They have that hair that's, like, just, ugh. And then they have a crotch that is on fire. I mean, if I were ever to be unfortunate enough to have a child and I had to explain to Ginger, I'd be like, oh, sweetie, it's okay. God lit their crotch on fire, and that's why they look the way they do. Because he must have messed up. It's like, he was, like, working on people, like, in the fucking assembly line of how people were created. And then, like, he just left his fucking welder's mask on a little too long. And he was, like, going downtown on those fucking gingers. And then they started, like, to repopulate. And it's just gross. I mean, I just don't feel like it's an ideal thing to be a ginger. Because for, like, you girls and gay dudes out there, how many people of you, like, went to bed and, like, had a sex dream about Carrot Top? Like, it's not like you're like, oh, Carrot Top, cream my pants. Ah. No, it's gross. And if you did have a sex dream about Carrot Top, I'm pretty sure you can't see this message right now because you committed suicide the next morning, drowning yourself in the bathtub. And finally, Jesus sandals. I'm not really sure what they're actually called. I just know I see a lot of older people wearing them, sometimes, and usually fat kids too. But Jesus sandals are just gross. They're just gross in general because they're like not flip-flops, but they have straps that go over everywhere and maybe some Velcro action going on in the back or something. And it's just wear a shoe. Like, cut a hole in your shoe and wear it. It's just retarded. It's, we're not in biblical times anymore. I mean, if we were, then we'd take all gingers and we would stone them and crucify them and hang them on a fucking cross like we did Jesus. But no, we're not in biblical times anymore. So it is just pointless to wear sandals that look like that of what Jesus Christ wore. Does not make sense to me. And there are many more things. Many more things that if my dictatorship were to take over that I would change in this world. Because I'm all about peace and love and unity and not gingers. And I feel like many more are probably going to come out in sooner videos, but I feel like everyone who watched this video, whether you're offended or like you just thought it was boring as fuck or you maybe even thought it was funny, you should subscribe to my video. If I had a baby, I would put a gun to its head and like, do it! But I don't have a baby because no one will lend me one for the little scenario that I had planned out. But if you're watching this video and you have a baby, you should, like, hit me up. But, yeah, thank you for watching my video. You should subscribe to my channel or like it so I can get paid by YouTube because that's my lifelong dream. Not really, but it's better than actually working. But, yeah, have a good day, YouTubers, and something. Do drugs. Do drugs. Bye.